All right, let's search the area for some energy. I suppose I should check out who the new banners are, though. That looks kind of cute. Oh, you. No, you. And you. Yeah, I think Fatui. I think he might be as well. But I can't remember. Then I'm not sure about her. But yeah, we're getting some more of the Harbingers. Yeah, I remember them. I remember his face and his face, definitely. I think he was the first Harbinger. And then, yeah, from the Winter Nights Lazo or whatever it was called.
All geared up.
The hunt begins. He has a good boy. Aww. Oh, hey, Arlecchino. I wonder if I could go with, get your weapon. Whether that would be, worth it. And, Alyosha or Alyosha. And then the Swirling Snow Odette, who, when I saw the, launch screen, I was like, is that Eula? Before looking closer. All right, but we will push those trials to at least after we've collected this energy. What do we got? Oh. Got some hilly churls. Where's the music?
Feeling lucky?
There it is. Oh, this jar suddenly got bigger. It did. That's crazy. Adeptal shenanigans. Monsters, watch out! Monster. Singular, little Mao. Is that a Sealy over there? Oh, here's some of the Adeptal energy. Another strange phenomenon. Another lump of... Is this also condensed Adeptal energy? I guess so. Something's... What are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, Paimon's totally drenched. Oh, it's gone. It's a boar.
By royal decree. Hey there!
Get back here, little boar. Where you going? You out of the range? No, we're good. Get back. Be careful, you two. Don't catch a cold. Oh, thank you. We won't.
As you wish, me.
Where'd you go? There you are. Wait, what am I doing? There you are. You are... You do not want to cooperate, do you? Oh, Beast of Lord of Fuyu. A boar created by Adeptal energy.
Reveal thyself. Rain outlines your face.
It is a Hydro.
Watch out! Hey there!
I missed.
Solidify.
Hey there!
Got to put up my shield. I never knew Adeptal energy could turn into a forest boar. That's what she meant by aberrations. Yeah.
Quick, let's pack it up.
All right, now it's gonna behave. good. Oh. What goes down there? Hello, Hillies. I would like that Sealy. Yeah, Sealy there.
Witness the power of Gugwa. Feeling lucky?
More. Ooh.
Attack!
What are you doing?
Shadow Raven, let's. Hey there! Watch out! Haha!
She is decently strong.
Cha!
Not super strong, but good enough for PvE non-endgame content. Sorry about that, Sealy. Are you okay? Where you want to go? Where's your home? You have a friend. You have 2 friends. Huh. I love that. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Sealy, there are 3 of them. Paimon, do you guys often play with Sealy? Play together. Yeah. Well, we like to help them find their homes. There's 1, 2, and 3. Wow, looks like those Sealy really like you guys. Yeah, sure. Yeah, that's it.
Quick, let's pack
I mean,
it up.
we are friends of Sealy. This is gonna be the last one. But yeah, I think I see it down there. Okay. So we need to unlock those somehow. Ah. We also need Pyro. Benny, you're a good choice. That's 2. What? Not gonna let this one drop. Where's Amber when I need her?
At the ready.
Ah. One that won't sink. There we go. Is that good? Hell yeah. Oh, it's finally over. It is, Paimon. I wonder if that's enough adeptal energy. Hopefully. Not leaving anything here? No, no treasure? Hey, slimes. What a range aid looks totally different now. And Paimon, Miss Paimon can't find the right words again. Oh yeah, it does. It's much more mystical and activated. It's kind of beautiful. Huh. Seems like the jade's starting to move. I probably should have at least completed this portion last time, actually. That's right. But according to the story, the riverbed should have lots of other votive range aids. Why does Big Sis Fujin only want this one? 'Cause she's nefarious. Maybe. Jury's still out on that one, but... Look, it's shining. Almost as if it's resonating with the adeptal energy on you, Alice. Why don't we try using that power, eh? Sure. What did it do? That should do it. Wow, awesome! It suddenly became small. Oh yeah. That's cool. Yeah, Paimon didn't think it'd change, just change size like that. Guess that's a millennia-old treasure for you. It's just like you said, little Mao. They could be as tall as the clouds or small enough to hide amidst a pool and leaf. Yeah, well, looks like the vote of Rain Jade's in our hands now. You're so reliable, Alice. Well, thank you, little Mao. Hey, Paimon worked hard too. Yes, Paimon. Miss Paimon's amazing. So you're going to take us to that deep pool shrouded in cloud and mist to the south now, right? Sure. Clouds and mist. I think Chen Yu Vale really does have places like that. Oh, there's a, yeah, to the southwest, I think there's a boss that'll let me build up, Cloud Retainer. I don't know if that's actually where we're heading, but it's in the general-ish direction. But where? Tell us, little guide, and Paimon will take you there. Yes, my travel guide has a travel guide. Do you remember the place Mountain mentioned? The spot where we met? That place is super foggy, and I know of a secret cavern that leads there. Even the other locals don't know about it. It was my friend who showed me the way. And since you're my friend too, Paimon, I'll tell you all about it. There you go, Paimon. You made a friend. You've got an amazing friend, little Mao. Your friend in the mountains. Are they connected to Adeptus Fujin? She's told me lots of stories, and quite a few of them were about Big Sis Fujin. Oh. Okay. What were these stories? Are they good stories, or... Well, any friend of yours is a friend of ours, too. In fact, Paimon hopes we'll meet her on the way. Shall we go? Paimon's gonna take you all to the place you mentioned, little Mao. Take us away, Miss Paimon. Give me a moment. Let's see if there are any treasure chests. Nah, we're good. I got the big ones, at least. Alrighty then, let's go. I actually kind of appreciate this fast traveling. Jade, oh Jade, grant me my wish. Yeah, this is the, wait, no. I was thinking this was the, cave we first went in with him, but no. How many of these do we have? Did you run up ahead? There's lots of monsters around here. Yeah.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
Where is the music? Alice! Paimon! Eek! Mao! Look up behind you! Oh, is that your friend? Yeah, we saw them earlier. That's a good friend. Can I... Actually, you look like a legendary Pokemon or something, honestly. Like, one of the three, legendary dogs from Gen 2. Or something. Whoa. Wait, your friend, you say? That's right. I told you before that I have a lot of friends, didn't I? Well, I just happened to meet her, so I got a hold of her to introduce you. Thank you. Great Adeptus, it is an honor. Well, hello? I'm Alice, and this is Mini Pie, and we're friends of Little Mouse. What kind of name is that? Paimon's Paimon! As she said, mini pie. You have a very noble bearing. She's afraid of strangers. I usually call her Bluey. Because I don't really know her name. That's good. Wait, Bluey was Bluey a dog? I've never seen it, so I don't know for sure, but I think so. Oh, don't you worry about that. Alice, wait, are they talking telepathically? Don't you worry about that. Alice and Paimon are great people. They've been accompanying me on my adventures. They're real experts in mountains and forests, too. Oh, Bluey speaking. Did you have another line? No. I know. I've seen. Answer me one thing. Where did you gain the power to suppress nature? From a carp. Suppress nature? What do you mean? Plants pursue the sunlight and fertile soil, creating fruit fit for the birds and beasts to consume. The digested seeds are scattered, and those which consume seed and fruit become bait for predators. Thus does everything return to the land. Yeah, I had a feeling this would be the conflict between you and Carp. Nature versus civilization, basically. The snake hidden in the branches, the fish in the mountains, and the beasts of the forest. Traveling in the realm of nature is wonderful. So why have you come? Oh, come on, Bluey. You don't have to be so fierce. You raised 2 questions. My adeptal energy comes from Adeptus Fujin, and our goal is to nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale. And we need to help her rejuvenate this water and soil of Chenyu Vale. Exactly. Something's off about Chenyu Vale's natural conditions, so Adeptus Fujin enlisted our help. If we don't, well, the tea leaves in Chaoying village are gonna turn out worse and worse, and the village itself might decline. That's why she wanted us to perform the range aid rite, which will restore the area. The range aid rite. I see. You have answered 2 of my questions. You may ask me 2 also. Thank you, Bluey. Huh? Why do we have to do that? Paimon. Show some respect. It's equivalent exchange. Give and take. Yeah, yin and yang, give and take. Push and pull. It is only natural. You have 1 more question. Damn it, Paimon! You wasting our question. Classic. I swear, if you ask, wait, why does that count as a question? I'm gonna have to feed you to the fishes. Wait, no, Paimon! That one counted? Whatever, you ask, Alice. Okay, good. Bluey's not gonna be, unreasonable. Ah, damn it, Paimon, now I have to pick. Little Mao said you want to restore nature. Do you know Adeptus Fujin? I think that was the one. I'm more interested in the conflict between them. Yes, I do know Fujin. Is that all you're gonna say about it? Basically, Adeptus Fujin has asked us to help nurse the soil and water in Chenyu Vale, so that the tea leaves in Chaoying village will recover their original flavor. The new tea leaves taste better. More like before. Really? I think you're gonna find a lot of disagreement there. Unfortunately, people grow accustomed to the tastes. that they grow up with, and even if this is what they originally tasted like, it's not what people are looking for. Eh? More like, whoa, and just like that, she's gone. What? No. Damn it, Paimon, I really wanted to ask that other question too. Don't worry about it, Paimon. She's like that. Sometimes, when I'm not looking, she'll just vanish into the shadow of the trees. Then at others, the sun might dazzle me, or the birds might call overhead, and there she is. I like Bluey. I do take a note that she didn't say Adeptus Fujin. Now, that's not for sure anything meaningful, but I do take note of that. In any case, guess we're all friends now. Nice. Yeah, your friend's pretty strange, little Mao. Well, no, I mean, if they are an Adeptus, it's actually fairly, well, no, they seem a little different than typical Adepti. For example, they didn't once refer to themselves as one. Is she? Well, for all you know, you're the one who might seem strange to others. Little Mal brings up a fair point, Paimon. And to be fair, even more, both of us are kind of strange. Me being a descender, not from this world, wielding all elemental energy, being immune to the rules of this world. And you, I mean, well, look at you. I mean, not only can you use adeptal energy to make the moss disappear, but you can make the golden stone things appear and vanish, and even turn into a carp and fly around, like in the stories. Also true. We're kind of used to turning into little things of light and carps and stuff, though. After all, I'm none other than the young lady of the Feiyun Karma Guild. What? What? Huh? You heard me. That said, Paimon couldn't have imagined that the friend you always speak about was, well, monster might seem a bit rude, and thing might be pretty offensive. Yeah. I don't know, they might be an Adeptus. That's right, your friend's so blue. No wonder you call her Bluey. It's a good name. It's a cute name. That's why I never told anyone. If the adults knew that we were friends, they might lock me up. That would be crazy. Wait, really? You'd go to actual prison? That would be the dumbest thing ever. I'd have to have a word with those adults. No, not like that. They just wouldn't let me go out, make me wash my face, and force me to read my books. Yeah. But I like your face markings. I wouldn't get to play in the mountains anymore. And that's why I've never told anyone. But you're my friends, so it's fine. Anyway, come with me. There's an awesome place I'd love to show you. Your facial markings, the face paint, really is excellent. The music's back. Hooray. Hello, Hillies. Would you like to give me this chest? You would? Thank you. I have a Baron Bunny.
Coming at ya! Coming at ya!
Well, you want a Baron Bunny too? There you go. You're just gonna stare at Baron Bunny?
Coming at ya.
Say hi. They're very friendly.
Huh? Oh,
You should hug them until
what
they
a
pop.
stroke of good luck.
You enhanced? Oh, nearby miasma.
Stabilize.
Yeah, we've dealt with similar things to miasma before, I think. Since antiquity, you know, in Sumeru. An anomaly known as miasma has been endemic to the mountains and rivers of Chenyu Vale. Oh, maybe it's nature fighting back. If an ordinary person inadvertently inhales this gas, they will often suffer from headaches and chest pain for days. Be careful, little Mao. Miasma may not be fatal to humans, but long-term exposure to it does affect wild animals and monsters, making them more violent than usual. Okay, defeat the leader.
This is order.
Go, go, Baron Bunny! Let it rain! By royal decree! Hey there! Cha! Ha-ha! Hiya! Coming at ya!
Is this gonna keep coming? Ah, come on. There we go.
Solidify.
Midnight Phantasmagoria! No one escapes my sight! Fire! Well, with rocks.
Here we go. Hydro Samaturl. Not for long. Nice.
Whoa! What a stroke of good luck!
So where are we? Oh, okay. Oh, there's a... Is this gonna unlock? Is this a region? I'm actually pretty close to this guy. Look at this, and this is what I wanted to show you guys. Oh, didn't think there'd be one here. Amazing little Mao. Oh yeah. This is a different mural. Yeah. Kind of want to see all of them one after the other, lined up. You're awesome, Alice. You pushed the moss back just like that, like you did with that smoky cloud. Still, that wasn't there yesterday. Is that what they call nature? I mean, moss is a part of nature, and nature does encroach. Don't worry about it. Monster Hillagers, just leave them to Alice. Little Mao, what's this picture about? Originally, I didn't know either, but I figured it out today after hearing Big Sis Fujin's story. This must be the stuff that happened before the mural on Mount Lingmang was made. See this? Long ago, people were able to talk to the gods and adepti in the skies by talking to that big piece of jade in the middle. The emissary of the gods would lead them and protect them. See, that's gotta be this shiny golden person standing in the middle. I bet that was a super amazing person. This would have been before the Archon Wars. But later, just like Big Sis Fujin said, something changed, and the people of Chenyu Vale lost their guiding emissary, and they couldn't talk to the heavens any longer. That's how the Range 8 Rite came about. Right. Huh. Your story does make sense. Does. Thanks. What do you think, Alice? You're a pretty bright spark, little Mao. Yeah, I think you're probably on the right track. Come to think of it, our ancestors were pretty amazing themselves, huh? The jades they left to us still have the power to restore nature. For something this old to still be so strong, the past must have been a sweller time than the present, huh? Maybe. I doubt it, though. So often it's just, well, nostalgia. Or, maybe that's not quite right, but rose-colored glasses. Grass is always greener. Take your pick. That's not true. The world marches onward. Leaving the accumulated detritus of the past in its wake. Huh. That's a really cool thought. I never thought about it that way. Paimon thinks that you're the amazing one, little Mao. We've seen lots of ancient objects, puzzles, mysterious powers, and monsters in our time. But Paimon's never considered this stuff before. Oh, you know what? Just thinking about this stuff at all is pretty awesome, too. Really. I bet you'll be just like my big sister when you grow up. Just having fun adventuring everywhere. Wait. Yeah, who's your big sister? Well, we're not blood related, but she worked here in Chenyu Vale for a while. She'd go up mountains and run around the rivers, and I'd follow her. We discovered this little cave together. Who is she? She said that this cave is my Rubicon. Why does that... Not that I know what that means. That's a river that doesn't exist in this world, so I'm a little surprised to hear someone use that to... that idiom. That this is your Rubicon. That you must cross. I wonder where she's off adventuring nowadays. I can't wait to receive my next letter from her. I really am curious who she is. Wonder if we know her. Yeah, this big sis of yours sure seems like an interesting person. I know, right? Still, Big Sis Fujin needs our help, so let's continue on. Oh, there's Fujin. In her carp form. Oh, there you all were. I was so worried. Wow, a golden carp. Yeah, that's Fujin. One was quite concerned that the swirling miasmas and fierce beasts that roam might have caused you ill. But one sees that it is not so, and that is good. Thanks to the adeptal energy you possess, Alice, one has been connected to the golden carp here, thus gaining the means to speak with you directly. I hope that's a good thing. That we didn't let some nefarious force become a little stronger. Alice, Paimon, little Mao, please come with me. Okay. Where are we going? Here? Nothing but water ahead. Is there a boat nearby? Suppression where adeptal energy. Is that a barrier? Huh. that jade piece I picked up is for. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, you're super amazing, Fujin. Of course I am. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you think you're doing? Ow!
One shall
Ow!
once again.
Take that. Dare you one-shot official. Stupid cranes. Let's grab you. Off into the last region of Chenyu Vale. Very foggy region. Much time has passed since I last emerged here. This was once a lively place, filled with the aroma of incense. Then, the three of us could travel freely across the mountains and rivers. 3 of you? Yes, those days were like flowing water, neath the moon, dark, yet sparkling oh so brightly. But enough reminiscing. Thanks to you all, I am now able to return here and host the Rain Jade Rite. Eh? So you're that person in the mural? Oh, I get it now. That person standing on the mountain, hugging that egg. That was you, wasn't it? An egg? Come now, little Mao. That was precious jade. Casting rain jade is a ritual of great power. The votive rain jade can calm rivers, improve the weather, but can also be a thing of death and slaughter. Yikes. Only the thinnest line separates curses and the adeptal energies that have aided you up till now. That is why I must make sure that the rite does not fall into the hands of those who would do ill. Right. I do hope you're not one who would do ill. That's why. Ahem. Yes, that is correct. One was indeed the figure who hugged that egg in that mural. Huh. Bix's Fujin. Doesn't this make you pretty, ancient? Little Mao. Rude. Don't ask a lady, adeptus, her age. Don't call her ancient. But she is. Yes, it does. Still, I do like the name Big Sis. It does quite make me feel young. So, you like One rather than Baba? Well, being called Adeptus is pretty alright too. Right? Well, certainly. Though even if others title me as such, I'm aware that I am hardly the equal of the true Adepti like Mountain Shaper and the rest. Yeah. Mountain Shaper. Good old Angry Bird. Him and, I want to see kind of Mountain Shaper and Moon Carver's sort of buddy comedy. I think that was a Lantern Rite. Kind of want to see them together again. I am, in truth, the weakest of my band of friends. I cannot make medicines to save others, nor can I bound across the mountains and plains. Even so, I cannot simply lay the title down. It would have done the people of Chenyu Vale a disservice, I fear. Still, you may call me whatever you wish. After all, we have become friends. or so I would say. In any case, my days of being called an Adeptus are now consigned to history, just like this place has been. I notice you're not even trying to say one anymore. Once the Rain Jade Rite was a day of great celebration, where we would commemorate the Year of Abundance, using laughter, firecracker battles, and beast dances to frighten the ill omens away. This must appear like naught but forgotten ruins to the modern mind. Well, not completely forgotten. That's right. That's right. People in Qiaoying village told us that it was the mighty Adeptus Fujin who defeated the demons and planted the first tea tree. Back on the bamboo raft, Grandpa Lu also mentioned that the offerings of tea were to a certain carp Adeptus. And wasn't there that opera sung at Yilong Wharf about the carp going around killing stuff? You were so awesome in those stories, Big Sis Fujin. Also, people still do the wushu dance, you know. Oh, yeah, was that about you? That's the thing Gaming does, right? You said it yourself. The definition of an Adeptus is... Also, putting definitions aside, you're a friend, Fujin. You shouldn't be constantly fretting about the right and stuff. You should live happily, like we're companions on an adventure. Yeah, assuming you are a friend. That's right. We're on an adventure together. Right. Yes, you're right. Thank you. That was well said. Indeed. I was the one who asked you all for help. It wouldn't do at all if I just continued wallowing in the past, now would it? I am interested in your past, but... In any case, I'll need your help to prepare for the rite itself. Okay. In any case, have you encountered any sacred simulacra in your adventures? No, maybe. Those were ritual spirits often used by people in ancient times to protect their homes. There should be some nearby. Owls? Did I just see some jade owls? Alice, Paimon, little Mao, please help me put the simulacra in their proper places. That way, we can restore the spirit veins using the Rain Jade Rite. Yeah, leave it to us. I will. I have faith in you. A sacred simulacra. During the earliest festivals, people didn't know how they should carve the statues, and the products turned out in a real mess. Even that friend of mine couldn't help but burst into laughter upon seeing it. Ah, sorry about that, Alice. I got lost in the past again. I think I will trust you. Mostly. See you, Seely. We have a, I'm not seeing any, no, that's not it. I'm not seeing a, statue of the Seven. Oh, I can actually walk on the water still. That's convenient. Another ceiling. Crabs. Hit their weak point for massive damage.
Hey there!
Jade Hall Guide. Oh, I have seen these before, yeah. Really is an owl. Long has been my slumber to think that the water and soil would undergo such drastic change. So what changes hath been wrought in the waters and soil of this land? Good question. This one doesn't involve Sealy. Oh. Where are we going? Ah. Fun. If it isn't, if it's for the right, then allow me to help too. Of course, little birdie. Little owl. It's no mistake, but that's it. When they are secured, the jade they may then be offered. Leave the preparation of the vote of range aid to me. Will do, buddy. This isn't a real area. Does feel like one, though. You gonna clear the fog? The sacred simulacra are all ready. Thank you both. The votive range aid has been returned to its priests, and the statues have come back to their rightful places. The range aid rite is now ready to be performed. But will Chenyu Vale really recover once you cast the range aid in? That's right. Things will get better for us, little Mao. Nature, jade, humans, all is divinely dictated. The changes in the land and water in Chenyu Vale, the malicious fog in the spirit veins, they are all essentially a sign of the earth moving against the flow of time. Reverting backwards. Yeah. Huh. So that miasma thing is like a manifestation of environmental disorder? That's right. You can think of it like Chenyu Vale's attempt to, how to put it, return to nature? And what we intend to do here is to treat the land and soil and rid it of the sickness. Return to nature. Yeah. After all, before humans left their caves and mountains to dominate the world and regulate nature, and before Chenyu Vale or Bishui River got those names, the land, mountains, and rivers had their own order. Right. Yeah, and unfortunately for Bluey, I don't think the humans of the world would take kindly too much to a true return to nature. Even I sometimes miss the cool mountain streams and the great rivers that would ebb and flow with the seasons. I mean, I was once a mere fish that swam. But if we let nature seize control of its order once more, the people of Chenyu Vale will suffer and languish. I hope you can understand. I do believe her. Yeah, I do think there's a legitimate conflict between her and Bluey, but she is on the side of the tea makers, at least. Yeah. In that case. The range aid right. The fog clears. And Bluey's not happy. Huh? Did it work? That thing in the fog just now. It seems I am too feeble in my current state. Eh? We got the votive range aid, and we placed the simulacra, but it still wasn't enough? I'm very sorry. It is not your fault. I need more power to overcome this trial. Just as the adeptal energy in the votive range aid is dissipated into the spirit veins, so has my power also left me across the long years. Huh? Will you grow really big just like the jade? Probably not. Probably, huh? Just think about it, though. Super Adeptus Fujin, now 3 times the size. Well, is there any way we can restore your power? The golden carp. Ah, Alice, you are wise indeed. Before you found a few golden carp, I could not even muster the strength to appear. Initially, I thought that we would just needed to gather all the ritual implements, and that would make up for the deficiency in my power. I was not entirely open with you before, but neither the present nor past me was anywhere near a match for the Adepti of the South. I feared you would consider me weak and unworthy of your help. Nonsense. Gee, is that it? Paimon thought you'd have something more important to say. Eh? We don't care about your power. We care about Adepti with fun personalities like Cloud Retainer. There's no way we'd abandon or not make friends with you just because of that. Yeah, that I, the young lady, consider you a friend is not conditional on your status as an Adeptus. Other than that whole young lady bit, Paimon wanted to say the same thing. Oh, sorry. This, old lady agrees with me. My friend told me lots of stories about you. In my mind, even though we've just met, we're already friends. And I also want you to be happy, big sis. So were the stories positive then? Or maybe before the humans, before the change, before the tea. Maybe they were friends then. All right. Thank you. All of you. Well, that's more like it. So, where should we start looking for these golden carp? I believe that you will have to go to Yaodi Valley. There will be a cavern there with a golden carp hidden within. Can do. Yeah, the fog definitely cleared a little bit. Or maybe not. It seemed like it was gonna, but I guess it returned. Yeah, this really is where we, originally met her, isn't it? Take care of the miasma. Don't mind if I do.
Oz, reveal!
Take a bunny.
Go, Baron Button! Coming at ya! Fire! Well, we're coming at ya!
There we go, one down. Get it. Good. Ooh, Animo, Hilitro, Miasma infected.
By royal decree, no one escapes my... Hey there!
Don't stand a chance even with the miasma. You're no caterpillar. You wish you were. You seem a little trapped there, buddy. A little bit into mushrooms. Please, everyone, do enter. Eh, it's Fujin. Wait, is this your, what's it called again? Your abode? I suppose you could consider this place the herb lord I made. Wait, what? Hope the sacred simula. Sometimes I wish your voice was either, or your line was either voiced or sticking around for longer. Oh, hey, a Sealy.
I'm loving this treasure hunt.
Getting frogs. Okay. Yeah, I vaguely remember this area. I think. No good at small talk. Do you have anything else you want to do or say? I am the butler of this place and responsible for the management of this abode. You're the butler, huh? Interesting. I mean, a statue being a butler is impressive. Considering their movement and impairment. Adeptus notes. Ooh. The branch she planted keeps growing. It seems the water and soil in the cave are quite nutritious. Maybe in a few years, once it grows a little bigger, the medicine jar will be too small for this young tree. She connected the door-opening mechanism with the jar the branch is planted in, breathing life-giving adeptal energy into said mechanism. It seems the jar containing the mechanism was damaged a long time ago. I wonder if the door can still open and close. You know those Fuji's notes. Presumably, but then who's the she? Ancient notes. The content is blurry and only a few incomplete sentences written in elegant handwriting are legible. As the vivid butterflies converge in the jar, the adeptal energy surges anew, akin to new life restored to a withered tree. Go west and behold Lingshu Courtyard and... Oh, Lingshu Courtyard. I'm really not sure where that is. There's the Qizhang Wall. So we can't go through... Yeah. I wonder... Oh, good at small talk. Do you have anything you want to talk about? I want to see if I can't place you both behind this barrier. No, it doesn't seem I can. So it's not the ancient notes. I'm gonna check what that said about the entrance again. Is that a coconut tree here? Oh, there's one over here. Alright, let's try putting him there first. I do have something I want to talk about. Specifically, where would you prefer to sit? I've got it. I can talk to about things to you. If you're going to enter the master's study, remember not to touch the stone slate. Something very important to the master. This carp one? That I just touched? The Qizhang Wall. Were we here before? No. Seems something's been scoured from the record. We're here, Big Sis Fujin. Have you been waiting for us all here all this time? No. After leaving Carp's Rest, I can only appear in places in which my power remains, and only by the grace of your adeptal energy, Alice. You truly are much diminished. Wait a minute. Didn't the gap in the middle of that mural originally have something that went with the golden carp mural in it? Wait, did we see this one? No, I don't think so. I mean, it looks like there was a carp there, maybe. I'm not sure. In truth, this is my first time seeing this mural as well. Huh? I'm sure you've all heard of the battles that took place in the past. Conria, the Archon War. Sorry, I am merely a minor adeptus of Chenyu Vale. I fear I know little about any wars concerning this Conria. The Archon Wars? I mean, I guess those are actually separate, yeah. The Archon War was thousands of years before Conria's extermination. If I have my timeline right in my head, Archon War is like maybe 3,000 years ago or so. And Conria is, 700 years ago, about. Which also is the time of all the other problems of, like, the shadows and stuff. Yes, this cave was once one of the shelters we built for the inhabitants of Chenyu Vale, such that the innocents caught in the crossfire when the floods overturned the heavens and the earth split open could have a place of safety. I didn't expect that they'd draw a mural here, though. I believe the ones depicted to be me. I mean, the big slippery carp, Little Mao mentioned, and a friend. The big slippery carp. Huh? If that's the case, why did the most important part get taken someplace else? That's true. Why is that? Perhaps dissatisfaction. The three of us were once great friends, with two of us becoming worshipped as adepti, and one of us was always the mountain's master. Probably Bluey. Later, Herblord and I defected together, and she most likely died too. Oh, Herblord is actually an adeptus. Presumably the actual and responsible for tea, with a name like Herblord. But that's sad. Or perhaps the one amongst us who fought to the last never submitted, and only heard news of us afterward. Perhaps to her, we were all traitors, with the depictions of myself and Herblord becoming an object for her to vent her fury against. Yeah, Bluey probably does consider you traitors. Huh. Is that really the case? The painting outside looks like... Who knows? In any case, that's all in the past. It would be nice if we could have you and Bluey have a face-to-face, a heart-to-heart. So please, lend me your strength in nursing Chenyu Vale back to health. I can feel that there's another golden carp lingering where I used to. Near Mount Xuanlian, I believe. Oh, so there's another? If we get that one, I should have enough strength to perform the ritual. Speaking of that, I must apologize for being unable to control the golden carp even with you nearby. I know they might have given you some trouble, swimming through the air like that. No, it's okay. It's fine. I just think of them like Sealy. But really, where's the golden carp that should be here? Good question. Well, inside the painting. Just use your adeptal energy to awaken it, Alice. Interesting that you can't grab it yourself. Oh wait, we're back. there it is. Let us meet again at Mount Xuanlin. Sure. But I would kind of like to... How can I get in there? It's possible that I'm just not able to yet, but... So there should be a jar with a branch that's no longer... branch. Yeah, I'm not sure there's anything we can do to get in there at the moment. Well, that's Mount Xuanlin right up ahead. Nice, let's see what clues we can find. Oh, that is. Oh, wow, yeah. Where exactly are we headed? Oh, I guess I could just, you know. Oh, yeah, I did come up here. I remember this. I don't remember why I came up here, but I definitely did. There we go. Huh, there's a pavilion here on the mountain. It is rather Adepti style. Huh, Paimon wonders where we'll find that golden carp. This place is kinda huge. Maybe we can do what we did last time? You know, Alice. The bit where you used adeptal energy on the mural, and the carp turned out to be hiding inside? Maybe. There was a carp right there. Look, Alice. There's 4 stone carp statues. Oh, I didn't even see the other ones. There's 4 stone carp statues here. Do you think there might be 4 giant carps hiding inside? I doubt there's 4. That's probably a puzzle. Huh, that does make sense. You're pretty smart, little Mao. Alice, is the adeptal energy reacting in any way? Not at all, unfortunately. But there seems to be something missing inside. Huh. That might be where the critical clue lies. Also, the fact that Fujin isn't here yet. Ah, Alice, over here. It looks like there's an orb inside some of these carp statues. I see an orb in one of them. Didn't we find some statues of carps in the large pearl on our way down the mountain? Maybe those are actually used for something. A real pearl of wisdom there, little Mao. Well, let's give it a go then. Directly beneath us. How directly beneath us? Oh, wait. Is that one of them? No. That's it. The plus rise position changed after we got the hairpin with our adeptal energy. So well and good, but...
This one's got your name on it!
Wait, did I just see a... What did I just do? It's energy of some sort. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. Yeah. Go. There's one.
Hup. Quick, let's pack it up.
Let's find the others. I see you over there. There's the thingy. Please move me with the waterfall above me so that I may perform something or another. You don't mean like right here, do you? Return me to my floating stone platform so I may maintain. Oh, okay. My bad. Move the waterfall above you away. Is this your platform? Wait, no, your floating stone platform. So it is that one. Oh, no, there we go. Wait. Okay, I see. It is a bit troublesome. Okay, that one being dropped down, does that keep that stable? Does. Okay, there we go. Balance has been restored. Maybe.
Feeling lucky?
Woohoo! Oh, we kind of
What a stroke of good luck.
solved semi-accidentally, I think. No, that's obviously where we need to go. We got a couple of hillies, too.
Odd reveal.
Gather!
Coming at ya. Coming at ya. Cha. Ha.
All right. This is the pearl. Moved it from there to here. And now... drop this, or stop that, rather. And... presumably there's another, oh, there it is. I knew it was around here somewhere.
Oh, what a stroke of good luck.
Let's head back up. Alright, let's, put you there, and there, and there. My apologies for the poor hospitality. It has been a long time since I last enjoyed tea with others. Hopefully, My brewing skills have not deteriorated too much over time. I mean, I have some experience in appreciating tea. It was also thanks to this that I was able to tell that this year's tea offering smelled off. What were you actually going to say? That was how I discovered the trouble with the soil and water quality. Huh. Didn't think the offering rites would be so useful. Looks like it wasn't some meaningless tradition after all. I suppose now I can tell those who fail to appreciate the value of tea about its value with confidence. Come, Alice, have some tea. Is this your teapot, Fujin? Not sure why, but it reminds me of Madame Ping's. Yeah, there was that time in Liyue Harbor when we fixed Madame Ping's teapot for her. If you think about it, we seem to have quite a connection with tea. And that was so long ago. Madame Ping? Ah, I think I know of whom you speak. We were acquainted back in the day, along with her friends. Yeah, though would you have known her as Madame Ping, rather than, what was it, Street Word Rambler or something like that? As little Mao said, I was once just a giant carp. A giant slippery carp. Unable to leave fresh water for too long, nor live in salty waters. As such, they sent me one of these teapots. Ah. That was how my friends would have been able to take me, inside my teapot. Oh. Oh. That was how my friends would have been able to take me, inside my teapot, of course, to Gili Plains and Liyue Harbor, to meet those lovely people they spoke of. Unfortunately, such a time never quite came. Oh, you never actually did it? Alice, Paimon, you've been to Liyue Harbor. Could you tell me more about the city? It's beautiful. I'd like to hear about it too. I've never been. You should go sometime, little Mao. We could take you. Well, Paimon would like to start from one main restaurant. Of course you would. How about I handle the explanations this time? Sure, but don't you dare skip over any of the eating bits. Of course, I would never dare. It is a port city built nestled against the mountains. You begin, only for Fujin to interrupt you. She notes that she'd like to hear your Liyue story. You understand, and begin again. When we arrived in Liyue Harbor, Paimon and I were just in time for the rite of dissension. The child and adeptus before you listen to your words, also known as an Archon's retirement rite, at least in this case. The child and adeptus before you listen to your words, and Paimon's incessant interjections, for the food bits, leaning forward as you speak, exclaiming in shock and relaxing as the tension in the tale rises and falls. They also add their own commentary and questions about Liyue, such as the food and flavors available at restaurants, the toys the old lady sells, the gems and jewelry of Feiyun Slope and such. And you, I'm sure I told them about, Madame Yaoer, or Yinger, Madame Yinger, the great perfumist. As you watch Fujin, little Mao, and Paimon be so moved by the tale, along this journey, we met many friends and experienced so many things. It was all worth it. I can only hope that in the end, it will all be worth it. Ooh. Let's go hopeful. Wow, a sea monster, huh? Amazing. Yeah, because although the Traveler does have their... Well, Actually, we know they don't really have much anxiety thanks to Mizuki. But we do know that her separation is a great source of loss at the very least. Liyue Harbor is not what I imagined. Do you find it disappointing? It has also changed a lot in the last 1,000 years. Well, no. Just different. Being different doesn't make it bad. Exactly. I like the Liyue Harbor you described. It's good to hear that after all this time, our dear Herb Lord was able to find a home there. Wait, were they? I think that's simply wonderful. Who was the Herb Lord? It's not Cloud Retainer, is it? What about you, little Mao? Could you tell me about you and your friends? I'm curious to know what she's like, or your friend. I think you know her. At least she claims to know you. Sure. I mean, Paimon and Alice have met her already, so it wouldn't be fair if I didn't tell you. So, this is how we met. At that time, I was still a little kid who didn't know anything about the mountains. It was nighttime, and some wild beasts were following me through the forest. It was super scary. Finally, I was chased to a clearing and surrounded by those beasties. This kid almost died. For a moment, I was convinced I was going to get eaten, but suddenly, they all backed off into the woods, and then they were gone. Bluey's a good sort. When I looked back, there she was, looking at me. She was like jade, but there was a dignity to her. I knew it then, that she was the master of the mountain that my grandparents had told me about. I wasn't scared. I just told her, I finally found you. I've been looking for you for so long. I don't know why, but she lowered her head in thought before walking off. She made no noise as she did so. I listened as hard as I could, but there were no sounds of anything stepping on branches or fallen leaves. After that, I would sometimes catch sight of her, moving between trees in a flash. Sometimes, the rising moonlight would outline her shadow as she stood atop a high mountain. At that time, I thought it was strange. Why hadn't I seen her before? She was always there, after all. She's probably allowing herself to be seen. I wanted to talk to her, but she would always turn and leave. It was only later that she became willing to talk to me. Much later on, she would take me up very high mountains and into the very deep forests. She asked me a lot of questions. In exchange, she told me lots of stories. In the beginning, Jiaoying village was a nameless, barren mountain, and the rivers had a real temper. Sometimes they'd flood, and other times they would all but wither. And on the barren mountain, she made 2 friends, a fish and a snake. Ah. We know who the fish is. But later, the snake was cut into pieces, and the fish sank into the sea. And then, only Bluey was left. Or maybe Fujin isn't the carp, though a fish could survive sinking into the sea, presumably. The snake, though, which one? Do we know the snake? Thank you, little Mao. Also, don't tell anyone about my friend, alright? Of course we won't. Yeah. Our little secret. You seem quite familiar with this friend of little Mao's, Fujin. Indeed, but that was all in my past life. I guess it's possible that you are that carp, but that fish. But you did die and were reborn, or maybe didn't quite die, but basically did. And when you were reborn, you were a new person. Many, many years have passed since I could no longer move freely. I suspect that I might not recognize her after any longer. Though from little Mao's words, she might not have changed too much. Yeah, I think a long time ago, I was suspicious of whether she was really an Adeptus, but I think I fully believe that she is, in fact, that carp at this point. Past life? Wait, did I? Yeah. Yes, past life, Paimon. Perhaps this is not the most accurate way to phrase it. I did not utterly perish, but I did lose my original form. Right, effectively died. And my strength and wisdom dissipated along the spirit veins. This is also why I invited you and Alice to Carp's Rest. If we were not there, I would not even have a form to show you, or a voice with which to speak to you. It is thanks to you that I have been able to slowly regain my previous strength. Coming here and once more seeing these scenes with my own eyes, meeting old friends from the past, and more importantly, making new friends. I hope you reconcile with Bluey. I'm very glad. How did you die? My memories of that have grown foggy. The Herb Lord and I were both servants of another god, and it was I that organized the Rain Jade rite, administering the rivers and mountains for our Lord. As for the other, she was as she is, a beast, wild and free. In those peaceful days, I also climbed the waterfalls to Mount Outsong and Mount Hulao, and there I met with the Adepti, whose powers and wisdom far eclipse mine. Of course, that was all before the war. Right. Our Lord was not a heinous being by any means. Once upon a time, she made many dreams come true. If there was any evil, it was the Archon War itself. Yeah. What happened next needs no further explanation on my part, I'm sure. You talked about how you and the Herb Lord defected. That's right. That might have been the bravest thing we've ever done. Our Lord had all but gone mad seeking the position of a god who may rule this world. Or perhaps seeking survival. Either way, she lacked the power to overcome Morax. Yeah, not surprising. And it's probably smart to side with Morax anyways. So, in a final, desperate gamble, she caused the Bishui River to flood, hoping to destroy everything downstream. Of course, she knew what that would mean for Chenyu Vale and its people. That's an even better reason to defect, actually. But yeah, now this... a war between godlike beings alters the landscape. It just causes chaos and horrible death for the, well, for lack of a better word, lesser beings. Whoa, but, Paimon thinks that that's something you should never, ever do, period. Perhaps that's just what war does to people. Either way, that was our final adventure as a trio of friends. Ling Yuan attacked people with her familiars, herding them to the shelter we had prepared. Herblord fought against our mistress, while I climbed Mount Lingmeng and hurled the votive rain jade into the rising waters. Wait. Ling Yuan isn't Bluey, is she? Of course, that wasn't a proper rain jade, right? It was simply the release of the adeptal energies stored within the jade pendant, to have the earth open its maw and swallow the rivers, and allow the jade mouth to grow and stabilize the flow. Prevent Chenyu Vale from being flooded. Whoa, what happened next? Didn't little Mao tell you about how it all ended? Yeah. That's right. Wait, really? When? Alright, that's enough about the past. We should... I mean, he did mention you dying. I forget the exact details, but... we should get back to performing the rite itself. Of course. True, but what about the golden carp? Isn't that what we're looking for? In truth, you've already found it. As with the previous one, ooh, luxurious chest, that's how I was able to appear before you. Right. It's just that I missed the scenery here a little bit too much, so I couldn't help but have a long chat with you all. After all, your sense of time and mine are not the same. You won't tarry long once your objectives are complete, will you? No, unfortunately not. As such, I apologize. Please forgive my capriciousness. It's okay. Nice. Hello, Fujin. Are you ready this time? Though my power is still a far cry from how it was in the past, thanks to your aid, I've regained much strength. Thank you. Next, we need to perform the ceremony. What effects will it have? It's been thousands of years since we last performed it, and the mountains, rivers, and spirit veins have all changed a great deal. But if all goes well, the votive rain jade will resolve the issue. Well then, let's begin. There's the owls. Let's do it. Restore the land. Did you drop it in the water? It's a nice track. There she goes. In the fog. Will clear. Or reduce. Oh, yeah. Oof. The fog's dissipating. Whoa, what's that? That's amazing is what that is. Huh. Oh yeah, it's just like the Merrill. Do you remember Paimon? The one with the two golden people and something in between them. Yeah, good catch, little Mao. Whoa, you're really impressive, little Mao. Paimon didn't remember that at all. Behold, the sacred mountain. In my era, to climb it was already to transgress. But the ancestral inhabitants of this place are gone, and the commuting path lies waste and broken. Who shall judge us now? That is where the spirit veins of Chenyu Vale converge. Through it, I can transmit my adeptal energy through the veil, restoring its water and its soil. We are only one step off from achieving our goal. Are you prepared, Alice? Let's do this. Indeed. Trails of Lyshin. Oh, Chinwang Terrace. I think that was the one that was mentioned earlier that we couldn't find. Still walk on the water or not. Hey, squirrel. Please come with me. Oh, there she is. Fujin, why'd you turn into a golden carp again? Well, this form makes movement easier. Do you not like it, Paimon? Don't be rude, Paimon. I'm just not used to talking to a fish. I don't know, Paimon. You spent quite a long time with the fishes before I, well, fished you out. She remains determined to restore nature. How could she? Sorry, who now? Let's get rid of the miasma here and move on first. Yeah. Her friend.
This one's got your name on it. Attack! Coming at ya.
So many.
Hey there!
Solidify.
Exposed. Ooh, big thunder.
This one's got your name on it.
I think holding that actually increases the number of
Wings of darkness.
shots.
Attack! No escape. Watch out!
Here we go. Beautiful. Fully charged. Guess you're here to protect things, Mr. Owl.
Whoa! What a
What
stroke
can you
of good luck.
tell me? How many licks it takes to get to the center of this mountain? You know, you say this form makes it easier for you to move, Fujin, but you're a fish on land. Is being a fish just for show for you? I guess you swim through the sky. Technically is a fluid. Oh, there she is. Ling Yuan. Yep, thought so. I perceived it would be you, and I do miss you so, but this really might be a bad time. So Bluey's name is Ling Yuan? Yeah. Don't be like that. Speak with me. The opportunity to speak will come, but it is not now. You know this. I know this, but I cannot allow it. Wait just a while longer. It will end soon. I do not like the things up there, but it does not matter. Just leave it to me, Fujin. Do not come up here. Uh-oh, Luwu and Kaiming.
Solidify.
What are you guys? Are you, familiars for, Ling Yuan, for Bluey? So you don't mind defying Ling Yuan, do you? Thanks for the assist. Some sort of orb down there. Oh, that's the thing that they don't like, yeah. Probably want to destroy it. Whew. Yeah, that's a viewpoint, alright. Chiwang Peak. I am quite sorry for not being completely frank with you earlier. I mean, I figured you weren't being completely frank, but I do trust you at this point. Though I became aware of it during our travels, I did not wish to believe that my old friend Ling Yuan would be the source of the storm that buffets Chenyu Vale. I actually had an inkling already. Yeah, no, I got that inkling practically from the moment I met Ling Yuan. Eh? You did? When? How did you figure that out? When they talked about restoring nature. And why are we fighting against it? She, Herblord, and I once defended Chenyu Vale together. To think that she would do something so wicked. Well, I mean, it's all a matter of perspective, really, but certainly from humans' point of view. Her disruption of the spirit veins has caused the miasma to propagate. The one who stopped me from performing the rite the first time was also her. Right. But Big Sis Fujin, Ling Yuan isn't a bad person. No, she isn't. She just has a different perspective on this matter. I know, little Mao. She is your friend, but at this time, she's the greatest threat to Chenyu Vale. If she controls this sacred mountain, she will wield the power to completely alter the land of Chenyu Vale in the blink of an eye. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have a problem wiping out settlements. I fear that Ling Yuan has already entered Chiwang Terrace before us. She means to rewrite the flow and path of the spirit veins. We have little time left. Alice, you have mastered the adeptal energy available here in Chenyu Vale. Ling Yuan and her familiars will not be your match. Please accompany me for a time and aid me. For the sake of the people in Chenyu Vale, I'll perform a ritual and open up the way to Chiwang Terrace. Please stay by my side and protect me. You really think your friend would harm you? Oh, hello. Oh, good. Thank you for the clouds. That helps.
Midnight Phantasm.
Even more.
Well, with rocks. Coming at ya.
Pretty cool that you were able to summon Hilly Churls.
Coming at ya.
There we go.
Solidify. Order guide you.
Coming at ya.
Where's the last? Oh, there it is. Ah! What? Why won't you listen to me? Will you not wait? Your strength is feeble. You cannot match me. But do not worry. You will soon recover. Ling Yuan, say no more. Alice and I will stop you. We will stop this plan to destroy Chen Yu Vale. The ritual is complete. The gate to Chiwang Terrace is now open. I do love this theme. Missed it. Ley line disorder. Looks like I need to be able to freeze Ling Yuan.
I really want to go traveling.
Gather.
By royal decree. Watch out! Hey there!
I missed.
Attack! That's the way. Watch out!
So you're gonna make this simulacra.
Attack!
Oh, there's Fujin.
Midnight Fantastic!
Solidify.
Hey there!
I don't have ice.
Stabilize.
1, 2,
Watch out!
3.
Watch out! Hiya!
Oh, missing one. That's enough, Ling Yuan. Cease this at once.
Oz reveal! Coming at ya!
Just like back then. Oh no.
Watch out! Ha! Coming at ya! Ha! This realm,
Ow.
no home for a princess. Coming at ya! Ha!
And
Ah! Ha!
there we go. Ling Yuan. Human, let me tell you what you shall do. Fire arrows at my heart. If you approach up close, strike me with your sword. I will fight you to the last. Damn. You are the only one here who can fight. When I have crushed your neck, I will triumph. You're not wrong. No! I don't intend to kill you. Why? I do not understand. Because you're Fujin's friend and Little Mao's friend. Fine. You may ask me one question. Paimon, no. No, don't you dare. You still really care about doing things like that, even though you still lost, huh? Then let us exchange questions. Little Mao, do you have any questions? Bluey, why do you have to fight? Can't we all be friends? You bunch of two-legged... and you, Fujin. You have not the strength to form 2 legs of your own. You wish to walk in their form and speak to me. But how can humans and wild beasts ever be friends? I mean... That's not true, Bluey. You're lying. If that's the case, why didn't you let those beasts eat me back then? If humans and beasts can't be friends and you're a beast, you shouldn't have helped me. Brings up a good point, Bluey. My actions are sometimes beyond even my own understanding. You were merely fortunate. Well, why didn't you just eat Mountain as well? She almost bumped into you while lost in the fog at the... Oh, right, Mountain, yeah. At the foot of the mountain. I saw it. You humans possess such wisdom that even nature submits to your will. In that case, you tell me, why didn't I eat her? Eh? What kind of question is that? Mount Lyshin is dear to Adeptus Fujin. Let us just assume you are correct. She has told me much about the Range Aid Rite. Perhaps those memories affected my actions. You actually remembered everything I told you. Of course, you're her friend. Every year before the rite, you would tell me and that white snake how expectant you were, and how nervous. And after the rite, you would tell us how the festivities were so fun and lively. You would always speak, and I could not help but listen. Ling Ewan, you a big old tsundere or something. Only humans forget. I forget nothing. Or maybe just full of pride. You have cleared this doubt of mine. Now you may ask a question. Well, Adeptus Fujin, have you any questions? Thank you, Alice. Just a while back, Ling Yuan, I was telling them stories about our past. Why do you wish to wreck Chenyu Vale, which we had once fought so hard to protect? It's a good question. You planted tea trees, promising to enjoy tea with us. This too I remember, but that sort of tea no longer exists. I want to change this land. I want to make it like it was all those millennia ago. You have walked with humans for too long. You have forgotten that you, I, and the snake all came from nature. I knew that you never truly perished, and you did not depart this place like the snake. So I wish to change this place to the form it had when you were born. For her sake. All these years, I've been slowly adjusting the spirit veins. Oh, I get it. So that's where the miasma came from. Yeah. Correct. Side effects. In the end, the process will change the soil, the waters, and the forests to what they should have been. What the waters, soil, and forest should have been. You truly have forgotten the past. The rivers rose and fell with the rains, and their path was not fixed. The tea trees and flowers were not trimmed or cultivated, nor did they exist for humanity. Right. In such an environment, you would regain your old form and frolic once more in the great rivers. Yeah, for her sake. You would regain your strength. Spiritual power blanketed the land in those days. The wild shrubs grew thick. Now, the mountains and forests are silent. And the shimmering voice of the spring waters, tinkling like jade, can be heard no longer. But you don't understand. You still think you must stop me. Ling Yuan, I count myself more blessed than most to have lived such a happy life. And in the end, my soul returned to my home. You're the one who does not understand. Right. And yes, and I have never understood. After you defeated me, you should have taken my territory. No. You planted tea on my mountain and gave that land to the humans. I do not understand why you did this. She's like, I could have lived with you taking my land, but not the humans. Come now. Chenyu Vale was once but a nameless land, when we were nameless insects, beasts, and fish. Well, snakes, beasts, and fish, but sure. I was the master of an uncultivated mountain, and today, that place belongs to neither of us. You took a human form and walked among them. You instituted the Rangeade rite, and helped them change the soil and water. I did not understand then, either, but I could see how happy you were. Aw, so you put up with it. The snake changed into a human form and used her knowledge to create medicines. Oh, no, that's snake. Baiju's snake. She's still alive, you know. I can't believe I didn't put that together before now. Should bring Baiju over and have the snake talk to you. The snake changed into a human form and used her knowledge to create medicines and save the sick. I could understand how the agile human fingers could help her do what she wished, but I do not know why it was done. What happened after caused me still more confusion. You fought alongside humans and their so-called gods, and you perished. Humans fighting each other over territory and survival. Now that I can understand. You both belong to the great river and the mountainous forests. You could have chosen to leave them and live on with me. Let that which is human belong to them, and nature belong to nature. Even if our territory were to shrink, we could still live freely. I am a little sympathetic to Ling Yuan here. But now you wish to stop me and defend this land subdued by humans. Answer me. Why? I mean, it is actually a good question as well. Ling Yuan, my friend, it is as you say. I do wish to protect them. Do not answer me with my own question. I was asking you why. This Ling Yuan might be a beast, but she sure cares about the order of things, huh? She does. I know. That's how I learned so much from her. So you guys were just discussing stuff in the mountains? Well, not totally. That said, after hearing everything Bluey said about Big Sis Fujin, I thought they'd be happy to meet each other. Aw, nostalgic stories about their friendship. At first, I was like you. I did not understand humanity, and I did not enjoy their excessive demands and love of hoarding. Well, we do love both. Or their eternal desire to have more than they need, while caring so little for the needy themselves. Not inaccurate. Trading, wealth, like you, I did not understand these concepts and did not understand why they influence human joy and sorrow. But across the long years, I have also seen many other things. The cries of children break my heart, and the sound of an old person's shattered memories saddens me, just as though it were all a microcosm of these mountains and rivers. Have you noticed them, seen them? The children who wash their little feet in the streams, fishermen laughing beneath the light of the rainbow's arc, the moonlight trysts of lovebirds, their figures painted silver. Humans, too, are creatures of this land. Just how different is their innocence from ours? Also fair. I mean, humans try to put themselves above the natural order, but it doesn't mean they're apart from it. You mean to say that you have chosen to take their side due to these emotions, not through natural principles or logic, and not due to anyone's orders? I suspect that Herb Lord had much the same reasons as I. That said, I'm sure she'd put it all very differently. We could go ask her if you want. I remain unsatisfied with your answer, Fujin. I do not understand. Do you not? I think you've understood for a long time. When our previous god raised the waters, it was you who brought your familiars around to attack the people and drive them to the shelters we had created. True. I just wished to help my friends, to make their wishes a reality. Oh, you're a good friend, Ling Yuan. Even if doing so means going against nature and the principles you follow. Even if it meant going against natures and principles I follow, I would do so anyway. Well, then we aren't all that different now, are we? Didn't you also choose your own position on account of your feelings? Gotcha there. I am satisfied with your answer, Fujin. Now you may ask a question. Very well. May I ask the next question, Alice? Paimon? Wasn't it Paimon's turn? Paimon can't really think of any good questions at the moment, so, since you want to ask a question, Adeptus Fujin, go right ahead. You acknowledged my answer, acknowledged me, and acknowledged that you made choices based on your own feelings. Now, let me ask you. No, don't ask. Oh. You know what I'm going to ask you, right? If I needed your help, would you still make the same choice? Ooh. That's right. And what's your answer? Yes. Yes, I would. Even should another 1,000 years pass, and even if you asked me 1,000 more times, my answer would be the same. Aw, you really care about your two friends. In that case, Ling Yuan, I do in fact need your help. I truly wish to save the people of Chenyu Vale, so please, don't stop me from nursing the water and soil, all right? I promise you, Fujin. You have walked with humans for much time, and have learned their cunning, while I am but a foolish beast. My claws and teeth are sharp, but I am no match for you. Aw. Thank you, Ling Yuan. And thank you, Alice, Paimon, and Little Mao. That's a mini pie. You've accompanied me for so long, and you've helped me a lot. I wouldn't have made it here without you. Yeah, it would have been impossible for you, but we're glad we could help. I'm happy to have helped you, big sis. I'm so glad that Bluey got to meet you all, too. I was so worried when you fought. Aw, you're a good kid. You also have my thanks, Alice, Little Mao. Rip Paimon. It was you who brought Fujin to me, though the circumstances of the meeting were not what I hoped for. And what about Paimon? Question mark? Yeah, all right, then. Let us begin. Oh, Paimon doesn't get acknowledged. Rip. That's funny. The music's back. Oh, there she goes. She's getting bigger. She almost looks more like a goldfish. Damn. Oh, Oh, the rain. Big Sis Fujin. Big Sis. Where did she go? You still not understand? She used all the energy she accumulated recently to nurse the land. Oh. Is that another reason you didn't want to let her go through with it, Ling Yuan? Bluey. Wait, if that's the case, does that mean she's not dead, but, well, she'll have to spend a long time recovering? Yes, it is as you suspect. But she struggled so hard to... Though we have now finished nursing the soil and water, she's so small. The miasma that remains will not disappear immediately, so you'll have to be careful out there. Of course. Eh? Such a tiny little fish. Sorry for making you all see me like this. It is just as Ling Yuan said. I have completely used up the energy I accumulated recently, and can no longer maintain my favorite form. Whoa! Paimon thought that... Yeah, I know you did. What's wrong? Nothing. Paimon's glad you're still here, Adeptus Fujin. Seriously, Ling Yuan. Ling Yuan overestimated your intelligence, Paimon, I'm sorry. What about me? She wasn't entirely wrong, Paimon. Though my form is as it has become, I am far more comfortable than before. At first, I was trapped at Carp's Rest. I could only reminisce about the outside world through the scent of the tea offerings. If I had not met you and Paimon, people of such compatibility with the spirit veins, I would have had none but my shadow to talk to, much less to be able to leave Carp's Rest. If you can at least leave now, that's enough. Perhaps you can still frolic, or whatever the fish equivalent is, with Bluey here. Thank you for your concerns. Please forgive me, but I must depart now. I'll need a bit of rest. And another thing, Ling Yuan. Speak. What else would you have me do, or not do? Nothing. I just didn't get to say this due to the circumstances that prevailed before, but it's so good to see you again. Aww. I know. Alright, Han Solo. And she's gone. Thank you all. Eh? Where did that one come from? I should thank you for bringing her back. Safe, smooth, and slippery. That slippery carp. Even the way in which her fins move is the same as I remember. You sure have a strange way of remembering people, or fish, whichever. I do not know how you did it, nor why you were able to obtain her adeptal energy. All these thousands of years, and I never once heard her voice. That must have been so lonely. It might be due to Alice's, unique constitution. That is the excuse we rely on. I see. However, I am but a foolish beast. Even if I wanted to see her again, I would not know of a better way. I could only spend thousands of years clumsily imitating her methods, regulating the spirit veins in this land. I am quite stupid. No, and I only knew this method. And so I did it. It was akin to scooping every droplet from a rushing river, or every grain of sand from the vast desert. Yikes. I knew as well as she would not I knew as well as that she would not smile as she once did, even if these mountains returned to how they once were. She, I, and the snake once laughed and swam happily here. These days will never come again. She loves humanity too much, even more than she loves herself. Had I succeeded, she would only hate me. Probably. But that would have not mattered to me, so long as she could regain her form and swim free once more. Aw. Makes you a true friend, I suppose. Caring more about her than the relationship itself. And Paimon thought you were more concerned about nature. Turns out not to be the case. Of course I care. A land untamed by humans. A land of wild beasts. But that is a different subject from the matter of Fujin. Yeah. Fujin is more important to her than nature, but that's not to say nature isn't important. If she thinks that a land tamed by humans is better, and that the strange tea leaves grown on such land taste superior, then I shall do what pleases her. It's fair to say you really didn't know what her preference would be for sure until you had a chance to speak with her, I suppose. Or that she preferred those other tea leaves. But I suppose you suspected. So thank you. You're welcome. Well, speaking of that, Paimon's curious. What did the tea leaves taste like in the past? When the land changed before, the tea leaves' flavor was much closer to what it was in the past, apart from some differences due to human influence. Wait, does she mean that the weirdly flavored tea cakes we had were... In that case, I prefer the current flavor profile. Yeah, I'm curious what it was like, though. But, I mean, it's actually not surprising. Domestication massively changes cultivated crops and both their yield and their size and their flavor and pretty much everything about them. There's not a crop in existence that resembles its natural form. Tea leaves cultivated by humanity will be more to their liking, of course. What I do not understand is Fujin's taste. If the snake was here, we could ask for her opinion. But perhaps her tastes have also become strange from spending so much time with humans. Perhaps. Before you go, Alice, I have one final question for you. Damn it, Paimon always stealing my questions. But that's okay, I was kind of curious about that as well. Those that come from nature will, for some reason, go against nature, against the laws nature originally followed. Will humans go against humanity, against the principles they initially followed, for certain reasons? Absolutely. Yes. Thank you. I've received the answer I desired. Not every human, and not for every circumstance, but yes. Humans will, on occasion, for certain circumstances, go against humanity, or human nature. Well then, little Mal, Alice, Minnie Pie, we shall meet again. All right then. See you later, Bluey. Also, remember to take care of Big Sis Fujin. She seems kinda weak right now, so she could use some extra care. I think your interactions with little Mao will perhaps help you understand Fujin a little better. I will. Farewell. Please wait, Ling Yuan. I never got a question. I have a question for you as well. Ask then. I do owe you that. If human activities are part of the laws of nature, how would you view humanity? An excellent question. A strange question. In the distant past, they were indeed part of nature, but they are no longer. That is because... No. I need to give this question more thought. Next time we meet, I will give you my answer. I'm looking forward to it. It's not an easy question. Deserves some thought. Escort little Mao back to Qiaoying village. We're back. Uncle Luo. Luo, you're back. Wait, Uncle Luo's him, right? You're back. We were just saying that good rainfall is bound to bring good tidings. What do you know, dear guests? You've arrived right on time. Grandpa Lu. How did it go? Well, I trust. Tell us all about it. It was thanks to Adeptus Fujin. We were able to clear the source of the anomalies. You explain what happened to Grandpa Lu and Uncle Luo. So you met the legendary Carpadeptus? Oh my. As one would expect of the young miss of the Feiyun Commerce Guild. But of course, you really do have friends in high places. It was a piece of cake for me. Now your water and soil problems should be no more. Well, old Luo, what did I say? I told you it was a soil problem, but you wouldn't listen. Well, if it wasn't for them, who knows when our tea leaf problem would be solved. Yeah, you're never living this down, Uncle Luo. Regardless, thank you both for your help, honored guests. With your help and the protection of the Carpadeptus, I'm sure our village will surely see a great harvest of tea leaves this coming year. Ah, yes, please take these. Take it as a token of our thanks. Right, Paimon almost forgot. We came across this kid during our adventures. Is he from the village too? Aww. Uncle Luo, I'm back. Well, if it isn't you, little Mao, finally have a mind to come back, huh? Eh? You don't seem worried at all. And what is this, and what is there to fret about? This kid runs around in the mountains all the time. He always comes back safe after getting tired. If you ask me, there's been an Adeptus looking after him in secret all along. I mean... yeah, kinda. You know, maybe that might even have been said Carpadeptus. Close, but not quite. I've said it before. That wasn't an Adeptus. It was Bluey. All right, little Mao. I mean, Bluey is kind of an Adeptus. Don't argue with Luo here. He's just pretending to know what he's talking about. Come by my place later. I'll make you some egg custard. Ooh, nice. Woohoo! Egg custard! Humph. Now you pretend to be a good person. Wait, what do you mean, pretending to know? In any case, I don't really know how to repay you, dear guests. If you should need any help in the future, Qiaoying Village will be there to lend you a hand. Thank you. Oof, and done. Major quest complete. Where's that spin crystal? I believe there's a follow-on to this somewhere. But that'll be for next time. Alright, let's go ahead and get those trials done. Shall we start with the good boy? Okay. Alyosha is Electro, both off-field DPS and healing. So, kind of like Escoffier. But being a 4-star, probably less. Oh, he's a rifle. Nice. Oh, bolt action nonetheless. Or no less. That's cool. Oh, but then he doesn't use it. Oh, he's fast. There we go. That's fun. See, he is a professional hunter and a master of the Snezhnayan snowfields. Finally at Snezhnaya, huh? I guess Nodcry's finished. A fierce, distinct idealism burns beneath his calm demeanor. Alyosha. Aww. Yay! Oh. Alright, you're already great. It's the most expressive dog they've made in the game. And he pet it. Beautiful. Skirmishing spear. Pretty regular, it looks like. Other than being really fast. Thunderbolt strike. Following his hunter's instincts, tap or hold to produce different effects, as well as apply the hunter's mark. What is this, D&D? Looks like it can be applied to multiple opponents. Wait. When applied to an opponent who's already under the effect of hunter's mark, it'll activate hunter... Oh, I see. Activate hunter's mark instead. Which removes said mark and grants all nearby party members the Hunter's Precision effect, which increases their attack when they are on the field. Really is actually kind of like Hunter's Mark. That's fun. I don't know if that was intentional or not, or if I'm just misremembering what the D&D Hunter's Mark does. Fires at opponents in front of him. Yeah, and the holding version is about the same. The reckless hunter once reached for the spear's edge, and it was only after they survived a lesson paid in blood that they came to understand the harsh truths of survival on the frozen plains. Well, that's, decent damage. Pretty long cooldown, but the hunter's mark duration is pretty good. Hunter's precision attack bonus isn't a lot, but it's still a nice little bonus. Is that based off of their attack or his attack? There must be another way of activating the hunter's mark, though, because, well, they would expire before you could have hit him again. Hunter's advance. Summon his trusted companion, Tugarin. I don't actually know how they want us to say it, but to fight alongside him on the field. I'm looking forward to that. This also turns an area in front of him into a Fulgurite hunting field for a short time, which continuously taunts nearby opponents to incite them to attack. Nice. Always handy to have a taunt. Every 2 seconds deals an instance of AoE electro damage to any opponent that enters the field. Also nice. And Tugarine, if there are any opponents nearby, he will quickly move close to an opponent and maul them every 2 seconds. Beautiful. If an opponent's affected by the Hunter's Mark effect is hit, it will be activated. Yeah, they work in... they have a synergy, that's good. The skill and the ultimate. There are... where there are multiple opponents, Tugarine will attack those affected by the Hunter's Mark effect first. Very good. Very smart, doggy. Wait. Keep waiting until the impatience fades. That's when the red-bellied plover shall sweep across the birch grove and present itself before one's arrow. Yeah, you use a gun. Just saying. Not high damage, but it affects everyone in it. It's every 2 seconds, so yeah, not bad. Tugarine, his real benefit there is activating the Hunter's Mark. And the duration is pretty good too. Yeah, I like the combination of durations and cooldowns. It works well for an off-field. Pretty high energy cost though. Definitely need a battery of some sort. Some fellow electro DPS. Maybe official. Or a Shogun. Awakened by the Baying Hounds. When Tugarine attacks, it will also restore HP to nearby active characters at 120% of his attack. Okay, so it's not party-wide, but that's not surprising. He's a 4-star. Alyosha's trusted hunting hound and companion. Yeah. I wonder how quickly he mauls. I don't think it said. Oh yeah, every 2 seconds. I don't think that's a lot, but it's nothing to sneeze at. Like, compared to, say, Chi-Chi, it's probably not very much, but, well, she's a dedicated healer, so. The derpy dog faces. Suffer the winter wheat will. Increases the damage Alyosha deals his elemental skill and burst by 0.35% for every 1% of his energy recharge. Up to 70%. Okay, so maybe he doesn't need a battery. If I'm reading this right, we probably want about 200% energy recharge for him. Yeah, he should have no trouble then. Well, no trouble recharging his ultimate. Into the fray. Alyosha will enter the Radiant... Oh, wait. Stellar Contact. Maybe he is still technically in Nod Cry. Or that's carrying over. When inside a Polestar field. Yeah, with this Stella, the Hunter's Mark effect obtained, the Hunter's Precision, rather, will increase Stellar Conduct damage dealt by the character on the field by 20%. That, alright. Nice. And Treetop Watch. Hunting from the treetops, are you? Displays the location of nearby resources unique to Snezhnaya. On the other hand, maybe he is Snezhnaya. Or in the Snezhnaya region. Yeah, they didn't bother giving him another Electro. Hi, Leshy.
Absorption test. Animo hypostasis. Can't handle your drink. Huh.
Here, boy.
Oh, there he goes.
A spot of tea time entertainment. Come on, keep
I don't remember how to use her.
Scratch that.
One down.
She's also not the focus of this, I suppose.
Dog eat dog.
Okay, the field's not. It's about the size of a Benno or Benny field. Consistent damage, but it's not a lot. And it's not really the point, I suppose. It's to get the buff and the healing.
What a joke. Enhanced Animo Module 75. Animo Test 60.
Shigori, fetch.
So they should. Oh, and the taunts, right? Which is even better.
How tiresome. A spot of tea time entertainment. Take a break. Cha. Swirl. Mark. Absorption test.
Here, boy. Gun it.
What a
It doesn't
joke.
have a. It's a little too accurate to.
Come on, keep up. Cha.
I'm definitely not using that right.
Can't handle your drink. Animo hypostasis emulation. Stand clear.
It's dog eat dog.
Yeah, his gun.
Ready or not.
But too accurate to
Let's test my hypothesis.
effectively hit multiple enemies, I think. Yeah. As I think expected of a 4-star, he seems like a pretty decent support. But probably there are better choices. Probably. Maybe depend. Maybe there's specific team comps that he'll, be best in slot or something. But we do have some 4-stars that are just that good after all. Sucrose, Bennett. All right, Odette of the swirling snow. Let's see. Cryo character with both off-field DPS and support capabilities. You stealing the 4-stars role in the same banner. Or I guess maybe the other way around. She can also enable the party to trigger stellar conduct and stellar swirl reactions. Ooh. Have we had a stellar swirl? I'm not sure we have. You look like you're at a ballet or something. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Are you in the Snezhnayan ballet? It's a nice ballet outfit. Actually, those are the wrong kinds of shoes, I think. And we use high heels. Even though they are on their toes like that. Often. Oh. Oh, you like your salad? You're thinking about it. No. Not a fan. I love that hair ornament. And the way it kind of looks like her hair as well. So beautiful sword. Oh yeah, so graceful. I love it when they give them unique, interesting, fitting moves like that. Ooh, even the charges. All right, I like you already. Your grace appeals to me. A femmed Snezhnayan ballerina who blossoms against the frozen landscapes with a beauty as sharp as frost. I feel like, wouldn't high heels get in the way because I don't know a lot about ballet, but I feel like they're supposed to come down onto their heels at least sometimes for certain moves. All right, Snow Swan variation. Oh, instead of the Black Swan? Consumes a certain amount of stamina to unleash a dazzling slash. Yeah. That's not the point of her, though, even though it is fun. Adagio. Phantom Knight Dancers. With slow, graceful dance steps, Odette deals AoE cryo damage to the opponent, and also summons her solo dance double to the field. If a dance double summoned by Odette is already on the field, this will resummon the dance double and reset its duration. Okay. A psychic double of Odette that dances a duet with her. I'm looking forward to that. Maybe summoned to the field through her elemental skill or burst. Alternates between the plume and wing dance moves to periodically attack nearby opponents, dealing AoE cryo. Maximum of 1 is on the field at any time. Oh, and she gets a special elemental skill, which I'm sure we'll talk about soon. Solo dance double. Alternates between... yeah, we already read that. Additionally, for 6 seconds after unleashing the elemental skill, Adagio Phantom Knight Dancers, Odette's elemental skill, Adagio Phantom Knight Dancers, will become the special elemental skill, Adagio Coda at Dawn's Tolling. Instead, where a dance duet deals AoE cryo... That's sounding exactly the same so far. Cryo damage to nearby opponents over time. Then, when the duet ends, she deals another instance of AoE cryo damage. It's considered stellar conduct or stellar swirl damage. Wait, what's the difference? Maybe it'll become obvious in the skill attributes section. Probably a different rate of attack or different damage or something. Dance, O candle flame of winter, dance. Pain and tears, laughter and happiness. Life, O life. Life is but a fleeting solo dance. One is only briefly alive with music and mirth before they fade into silence as the curtain falls. All right. Coda at Dawn's Tolling DOT. Pretty decent DOT, I think, depending on how often it triggers. Yeah, the stellar conduct or swirl damage is better. Apparently stellar swirl is better than stellar conduct. Plume dance moves, not as good. Wing dance moves, a little better. Not terrible cooldown. And the dance lasts longer than the cooldown. Why does the Coda have a same cooldown as, or have a separate cooldown from the skill cooldown? I guess if maybe certain weapons can reset the main cooldown, maybe they're accounting for that. Presto! Bluebird Finale. With quick, lively dance steps, Odette deals multiple instances of AoE damage and summons her solo dance double. Oh? Oh, no, never mind. Okay. So the solo dance double, or your elemental skill, doesn't... It's tied to the skill. The transformation is tied to the skill, not the summon, the solo. Solo dance double. She also gains Snow Swan's Dream, which increases the Stellar Glimmer reaction damage Odette deals. Stellar Glimmer. Additionally, for 6 seconds after unleashing the elemental burst, presto, Bluebird Finale, Odette's elemental skill will be replaced with the special skill. Oh, okay. So she gets that one from that as well. I don't imagine that triggers this cooldown, does it? If there is a solo dance double quest summoned by Odette on the field, it'll be summoned to her side with its duration refreshed. Beautiful. The dawn-lit clouds were hanging just within reach. It was as though she needed only spread her wings to touch them. Alright, some slash damage. Decent amount of it. Pretty good damage bonus for her Stellar Glimmer reaction. And the duration of Snow Swan's Dream is quite a while. Not terribly high energy cost either. Nice. Spring Rite of the Chosen One. When Odette summons her solo dance double, she also obtains 4 stacks of Marvelous Splendor, which is... Let's see, after unlocking the Ascension talent Spring Rite of the Chosen One, Odette will obtain a special effect when she summons her solo dance double. Every stack of Marvelous Splendor active increases the character's Stellar Glimmer damage by 15%. So she summons it, gets 4 stacks, 60%. Nice. This lasts until her dance double exits the field or she summons it again. When Odette is off field, she loses 1 stack every 1 second. Aww. While other nearby party members gain, the corresponding number of Marvelous Splendor stacks. Okay. Pathétique of Patatish Eskaya. Patetish I don't know. For every 100 attack Odette has over 1,000, her Stellar Glimmer damage is additionally increased. Oh, Stellar Glimmer is probably the name of all stellar reactions, isn't it? Is additionally increased by 1.5% of the original damage. Nice, up to 30%. So we need a total of 3,000 attack at least, I think. Very good. Stellar Jubilee, Dance of Aurora. This is when she's in a pole star field, or the Radiant Stellar Swirl state for 8 seconds. After a nearby party member triggers a Stellar Swirl reaction. When a party member triggers a Superconduct or Cryo Swirl reaction, becomes a Stellar Conduct or Stellar Swirl instead. And the base damage of said reaction is also increased by 0.7% for every 100 points of Odette's attack. Up to 14%. It's just stacking the damage bonuses. Alright. Echo of Winter Daydreams. Shows the locations of Snezhnaya's local specialties on the minimap. Practicing dances once in one's spare time might even trigger other effects. Ooh. Also, this instantly makes her worth it. Just for that alone. Yeah, the local specialties is always... that character's always worth having in my mind. Alright, let's,
Together.
There she is. How quickly do you attack?
Absorption test.
Not often.
Whirl, Mark 2. Stay clear.
Wait a minute. I need to do that again.
Shadow me.
Yeah, okay. And then... Yeah, that's the enhanced version. That's when that okay. And it's only a single thing.
Let's begin. Crystalline Adagio.
Okay. Enhanced elements, right. See, so yeah, I get it now. It's you have the base off, is that off field? Yeah. Attack.
Shadow me.
And then the enhanced version, which is a completely separate cooldown. That makes more sense now. Oh, I missed my opportunity. Damn it. Apparently it's a short window that you have.
Yeah.
Get the doggy out.
Enhanced animal modules for walks of the snowflakes. Shadow me. What a joke. How tiresome. Crystalline Adagio.
Should check how it actually lasts.
Together.
And it has that cooldown up.
Animal hypostasis emulation.
Here, boy. One down.
Let's wait for it. We'll see. Alright,
Begin.
see how long it lasts. 4, 5, 6. Okay, so yeah. It's that you have. Yeah. For 6 seconds after. I think I missed the 4 before. I just saw 6 seconds after. Okay.
Walks of the snowflakes.
This one also, the burst counts. I really should read that again. I really don't remember how it works.
Take a break.
Okay.
Let's test my hypothesis.
Alrighty then. Alright. Are we really already into the Snezhnaya version, though? I would have thought there would have been a, massive event like there usually is between major versions. I might actually have to go for one of these if I have time. I mean, both of these 5 stars are pretty good, but also the, Favonia's sword is always decent. And the sacrificial, of course, is always decent. The bell, no. The rust, no. Dragon's Bane, I have a million of, but... Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and make some wishes for her, though. If nothing else, I want, the 4-star too, so... And like I said, for purely exploration purposes, she's automatically worth it in my mind. Even, I do think... In terms of combat, she seems pretty excellent. I mean, not that I was using her ideally. I was just toying around, just checking things out, but... Massive buff to stellar teams. Or swirl and...
Hello, I'm Alosha.
Hell yeah.
I'm a hunter. Though, if you've talked to any highwaymen, you might have heard a different side to my story. But anyway, let's keep that between us for now.
Do you say Alosha or Alyosha? Or maybe something in between. Another one. Nice. I didn't actually check what his constellations were, so... Already? It's probably not going to be her, though. Hi, Lynette. It
Thanks for all
is!
the support. You want an autograph, right?
Yes.
What do you want me to draw next to it? How
Anything.
about a feather?
Sure.
Oh, wait, you're not one of my fans? Guess I misunderstood.
Mm.
Let me start from the top then. I'm Odette, a ballerina with the Korylevsky troupe. Well, thanks for all the support, anyway.
She seems exhausted by her fame. Honestly. Odette. What was that my final constellation for you, Lynette? Maybe I will go for one of these, and I don't know which one I want more, though. They're both pretty stylistic. And they're also both kind of specifically designed for specific characters. And because I have the wishes. Oh, is that a codex? Yeah. Well, I'll decide on this a little later once I have more wishes to use. But nice. Alyosha. Let's see. Oh. Well, he doesn't really need that. His high energy recharge, but if you combine one Electro with him, though, and then this constellation, never have trouble getting his ultimate up. Ooh, the duration of Hunter's Advance is extended by 6 seconds. That's pretty nice. Oh, and Tugarine will apply the Hunter's Mark to an attack. Nice. Oh, and Constellation 4 when Tugarine attacks will also restore 60% of his attack to nearby. So that turns him into a party-wide healer, too. That's even better. Oh, wait. The lowest HP. So not quite party-wide, but still better. Ooh, stacking Hunter's Mark. And when the stack count reaches 2, characters affected by Hunter's Precision will also have their Elemental Mastery increased by 100 if they're on the field. Nice. Yeah, he has some decent constellations. Lynette, you're maxed out. Congrats. All right, then.